This month's AI updates just dropped, and they're bigger than you think. While most people are still using ChatGPT and Google Gemini the same way they did last year, both platforms just rolled out major changes that could shift how you write, create, and work with AI every single day. In this video, we're breaking down what's new in ChatGPT and Gemini this month, explained in simple terms, so you know exactly what's changed and how to use these updates to your advantage. Let's dive in. ChatGPT gets smarter memory. OpenAI has pushed a major upgrade to ChatGPT's memory system. Before this update, ChatGPT could only remember a limited number of things about you, and that memory would sometimes get overwritten or forgotten after a few sessions. Now the memory is smarter, more organized, and can hold a lot more information across different topics at once. This means if you've told ChatGPT your job, your preferences, your writing style, or even the kind of tone you prefer, it won't just recall one or two of those things, it'll keep track of all of them at the same time. The system now also learns from your conversations more naturally. You don't have to say, "Remember this," every time. It picks up on context by itself. For people who use ChatGPT daily for work, writing, or planning, this is a huge deal because you no longer have to keep repeating yourself at the start of every new chat. It saves time and makes the whole experience feel much more personal and connected. ChatGPT can now search the web in real time. Real-time web search in ChatGPT has been around for a while, but it was mostly limited to paid subscribers. OpenAI has now made this feature available to a much wider group of users, including those on the free tier, depending on the region. This means ChatGPT can now look up current news, prices, events, and updates from the internet while answering your questions, not just relying on its old training data. The search experience has also been improved. Instead of showing clunky search results inside the chat, ChatGPT now blends the web information smoothly into its answers, citing sources so you know where the info came from. If you're asking about something that happened recently, a sports score, a new product launch, or breaking news, ChatGPT will actually go out and find that information instead of telling you it doesn't know. This makes ChatGPT far more reliable for up-to-date topics and a lot more competitive with tools like Google Search itself. ChatGPT's new voice mode is much more natural now. OpenAI has been quietly improving its advanced voice mode, and the latest update makes it feel noticeably closer to a real human conversation. The response time is faster, the voice sounds more natural, and it can handle interruptions better than before. You can cut it off mid-sentence, and it won't get confused or restart awkwardly. It also picks up better on your tone. If you sound frustrated or excited, the voice mode adjusts its response style accordingly. For people who use ChatGPT while driving, cooking, or doing other hands-free tasks, this update makes voice mode actually practical rather than just a cool demo. OpenAI has also added more voice options in some regions, giving users a bit more control over how their AI assistant sounds. The goal clearly is to make voice interaction feel as smooth as talking to a real person, and they're getting a lot closer to that with this update. Gemini gets a big upgrade with deeper Google App integration. This month, Gemini got deeper integration with Gmail, Docs, Drive, and Calendar. It can summarize emails, reorganize Drive, create documents from voice commands, link meeting notes to your calendar, and manage tasks across apps. For anyone in the Google ecosystem, Gemini now acts like a single AI assistant that understands and organizes your whole workflow. Gemini 1.5 Pro is now available to more users for free. Google has expanded Gemini 1.5 Pro access, letting more users try its powerful long context AI without a paid subscription. It can handle huge amounts of text at once, from books to long reports, remembering everything across a session. If you've only used the basic Gemini before, now's a great time to test Pro for summarizing, reviewing, or managing complex projects. Gemini can now generate and edit images directly in chat. Google has added image generation and editing directly in Gemini Chat. You can create images from descriptions or edit existing ones with simple text instructions, all within the chat. Gemini even understands the context of your conversation, so your images fit your needs. This makes designing visuals faster and easier, especially for those who don't want to use separate editing tools. Both AI tools now handle coding tasks much better. This month, both ChatGPT and Gemini got smarter at coding. ChatGPT now better debugs complex code, explains errors clearly, and keeps context in long files. Gemini's Colab integration is smoother, helping users write, test, and fix Python code right in notebooks. For developers and learners, these updates make AI coding help more reliable and less frustrating. Broken code from AI is becoming a thing of the past. ChatGPT adds new custom GPT features for businesses. OpenAI has expanded what you can do with custom GPTs, the feature that lets users and businesses create their own personalized versions of ChatGPT for specific use cases. The new updates give creators more control over how their custom GPTs behave, what knowledge they have access to, and how they interact with users. Businesses can now connect their custom GPTs to external databases and tools more easily, making it possible to build AI assistants that pull from a company's own data and systems. For example, a customer service team could build a GPT that knows their specific product catalog, handles common questions, and escalates complex issues, all without needing a software engineering team to build it from scratch. The GPT Store, where users can find and share custom GPTs, has also been updated to make it easier to discover useful tools. If you haven't explored custom GPTs yet, this month's updates make it a much stronger platform for both personal productivity tools and business applications. Gemini adds better fact. One of the biggest complaints about AI tools has always been that they sometimes make things up, giving confident-sounding answers that turn out to be completely wrong. Google has addressed this directly in Gemini this month by adding better fact-checking tools and clearer source transparency. When Gemini gives you an answer about a factual topic, it now more consistently shows you where the information came from and gives you an easy way to verify it. There's also a new feature that highlights parts of a response where Gemini is less certain, so you know which claims to double-check before relying on them. This kind of honesty from an AI tool is genuinely valuable, especially if you're using it for research, writing, or making decisions based on its output. Rather than just making the AI seem smarter, Google is trying to make it more trustworthy, which in the long run is probably more useful. It's a good sign that the company is taking AI accuracy seriously rather than just focusing on making the tools sound impressive. What this all means for everyday users. All these updates show that OpenAI and Google are making their AI tools more useful for everyday tasks, not just tech benchmarks. Smarter memory, smoother voice, better app integration, and clearer sources all improve daily use. The ChatGPT versus Gemini competition is pushing both to move faster. If you haven't explored the new features recently, now's a great time. Many improvements are already noticeable. So that's what's new in ChatGPT and Gemini this month. And some of these updates are genuinely game changers for creators, writers, and anyone using AI in 2026. Which update are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more updates on AI tools, features, and future technology that matters.